everybody and welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the video title, I am doing a bit of a collaboration. Now this is a collab which I have been excited to do for a very long time now, because it's actually a collab with a good friend of mine called Katie. Now Katie Von Art has a lot of really awesome videos. She's actually still kind of new to the sort of YouTube speed paint type thing. However, the way she's been going, I think she has a lot of potential, and she's just a really good friend, so I was excited to do this collab with her. So today we are doing a bit of a Pokemon sort of drawing. So I'm actually drawing her as a Pokemon trainer with, you know, her sort of team, and she is going to be drawing me as a Pokemon trainer. Now we decided together that we were going to choose each other's Pokemon to draw, as in I choose her team and then draw it, and then she chooses my team and draw it. And it's a bit of a surprise because we thought it might be interesting to see what the other people chose for this sort of collab and Pokemon teams. Now as you can see, I am inking up the piece already. I did sketch the Pokemon differently to the trainer. I just did them on different pieces of paper because I just felt like this was going to be a very detailed artwork, and I felt like sketching it all on one piece would be a little bit too much, so it gives me a little bit of leeway when I sketch them individually, because, you know, if I don't like it, I can always scrap that piece and I'm not losing the whole sketch, if you get what I mean. How I'm getting the art onto the paper is that I'm using my light box, and I'm basically just tracing the sketch down onto some Express It blending card, which is what I normally do. And yeah, the team that I chose for her, I actually chose some interesting and different Pokemon to what I would draw, because I felt like I wanted to draw something, you know, that sort of suits her a little bit. Because she's very interested in music and that kind of thing, I definitely wanted to have some sort of musical type Pokemon, as well as some cute Pokemon as well. So as you can see, there is a Kricketune and a Meloetta. Now these two Pokemon I really like them, but I have never actually drawn them before, so that's interesting. And I actually wanted to draw those Pokemon because they are sort of musically, is that a word? But I actually decided to do Meloetta because look at her, she's just so musical. And Kricketune himself actually makes music with his little arms, and I thought that was really cute, so that's why I decided to choose those Pokemon, as well as Chatot, because it looks like a musical note. And the other Pokemon I decided to do were Eevee and Rattata, and that's mainly because those two Pokemon are just adorable, and I could see her having those, especially since she has a little original character Charlie, which is a little mouse character, so I definitely wanted a sort of rodenty type Pokemon in there somewhere, so that's why I chose Rattata. And Eevee is just adorable, and I just wanted to chuck Eevee in there because Eevee's the best. And of course I added in a Dragonair because, I don't know, I just really liked that Pokemon, and I thought that she would appreciate me drawing her with an awesome dragon type Pokemon, and also it really did fit the space well. So now we're on to the colouring phase, and I started off with her skin actually. And now I didn't use the typical technique where I add purple into the underlayer. I decided to just keep it simple for this one because it is very detailed and I wanted it to look nice and clean and crisp and colourful. So I just went in with some pinks and some skin tones for her skin, keeping it nice and light because she does have a bit of a light complexion. Now, of course, I had to draw her in her original character Charlie's clothes, slightly altered a little bit, mainly because I wanted to keep this a little bit more of a Pokemon trainer feel. So I'm giving her short sort of overalls with a yellow shirt and a musical note on the front because, you know, I needed to add a little bit of detail somewhere. Now as you can see, the little tote bag she is holding, that is a little bit of a nod to the fact that she did buy a tote bag from my Redbubble shop, and she loves that thing, and it has a little castle on it, so I definitely wanted to include that as well. However, I did simplify the design just so it could be more readable, and yeah. Now, you'll mention that I have actually did her glasses in a sort of purpley color. That's mainly because I think that's what color she has her glasses are, which is funny because it's very similar to my glasses. So I guess, you know, we've got similar tastes of fashion. I don't know. Now with colouring in the Pokemon, it was pretty straightforward. I just chose a few different colours to blend and add some nice little shadows and highlights. Now for the Dragonair, I didn't have the perfect colour for it, so I actually had to layer a few blues over the top of each other. A more sort of purpley kind of blue and then a light blue as well. And that's how I got the colour for Dragonair. It isn't perfect, you can definitely see some patchy parts. However, I still like it, I think it's good. Now for Meloetta, I used some warm greys, and I also used a bit of yellow green and a bit of frost blue for her little hair thing. And then I used some cool greys for the white parts on Meloetta. Now I just want to say, for the people who are new here, hello, my name is Sarah. I do a lot of speed paints and I do draw a lot of Pokemon, so that's good. And if you haven't already, please go and check out Katie's channel because her art is really great, and I know she's still new to the sort of YouTube thing. However, she's gaining subs like crazy, and she deserves it, and I really want you to go check her out and give her a subscribe and tell her that I sent you. And yeah, now back to the art because I like to go on tangents a lot. I actually coloured in Kricketune with some cool greys and a light rouge colour for the red and pale yellow for the yellow parts on his belly. And then the Rattata, I did mallow, and I also did some yellows and some like earthy tones as well. Now for the background, I really wanted to do something slightly different, and I don't know, keep it simple, however give it a little bit more oomph, I guess, if that's a thing that people say. So I actually decided to do a sort of background where the inside part would be white and around the outside would be a sort of color. So I actually decided to go with my deep magenta marker, which I'm actually really liking at the moment. It's just a nice, really deep, rich sort of pinky red color, and I really like that color for some reason. So yeah, I actually decided to mask off the edges just so that the middle part would not be touched, so that I could keep a nice crisp rectangle in the middle of the artwork, and that way it would sort of draw your eye into the middle and on the character themselves, so that it would look cool and give it a little bit more pop of color and, you know, a little bit more interest in the background, I guess. And that actually turned out really nice because, I don't know, it just kind of gave it a whole new like vibrance to it. Like, it just made it so much more colorful just by doing that simple kind of thing. So if you don't know what to do with a background, try that out maybe in your next artwork. So anyways, this video is coming to a close, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching my video. Make sure you check out Katie's video. I will leave a link in the description. She's going to be drawing me as a Pokemon trainer as well, with a bunch of Pokemon. I wonder what Pokemon she's going to pick for me. That's going to be pretty interesting. So yeah, find that out in her video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.